Ledesma on how he run the business online. This is a School of Management and Economics, so let's see.
Today we are joined here by Mr. David Ledesma. He has lived in Thailand for over 7 years now, and 4 years ago he started a company called MBAbullshit.com, which is a successful company, no doubt.
Okay, so first, please explain briefly about your business and overview of how you do.
Basically, it's a tutorial website for MBA students, and what happened was I just started on YouTube. I just uploaded a tutorial video on YouTube, and it had very good response. And so I decided, and it became viral. When you go viral, meaning it started being shared or reshared. Before you know it, thousands of views. As of now, I have more than 3 million views, and I decided to get into business as well. So I have the free videos on YouTube, and it brings people to my website, MBA students, and once they're on my website, they can upgrade to the premium version and purchase my premium videos. That's how I make, that's how I earn money. That's how the business earns money.
So it's first started as the YouTube clip,
Yeah.
and then it's going to the business side.
Yeah.
Okay. What was the first inspiration of doing this business?
Well, my inspiration was I realized I was very good at tutoring my classmates in MBA subjects when I was taking my MBA, and so I just decided, why don't I upload a video about it? I sort of thought about making it into a business, but not yet so serious. But then, of course, when I saw the extreme big response, then of course I started thinking, ka-ching, 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 you know, like, it's like, oh, maybe I can make money out of this. And then I did my own online research.
So it started from a helpful tutor to
Yeah.
an expanded network of business.
Yes, exactly.
So the next one, so how long have you been doing this business? Since the school tutor or
Since 2010, that's probably when I started uploading my
first clip?
yeah, actually, I think maybe 2010 or 2011 already. But even then, I looked at it just as a form of extra money, like a sideline. And it's only but then it started really picking up, and then before I knew it was giving me 80% of my income. And that's when I decided to really take it seriously and think about how to expand it, how to create more videos, how to market it well, etc.
Okay, the next question is, what was your target market? Was it strictly students, or did you have plans for lecturers and other people who want to learn?
My target market was first, well, basically I had two target markets, students and business executives. Business executives who didn't have time to go back to take an MBA. But eventually, I discovered my best target market were students, because they're the ones who are willing to pay to pass.
So let's talk about the location. So where these targets are, or the nationality, or do you target in the Thai market?
Definitely not the Thai market. Based on my actual visitors to my site, I can check who's going to my website. It's US, UK, and India. But based on my paying visitors, it's only US and UK.
So India come for free?
Yeah, a lot of them go. I have a lot of free watchers from India, but nobody, or very few of them upgrade to the paid version.
So why do you think the US and UK are an interesting target? So why do they pay for it?
I think that in the US and the UK, I would think it's not just a matter of them being rich countries. I think that it's people in those countries are already used to paying online. You know, yeah. I mean, in Thailand, people like to pay, are willing to pay for tutoring, willing to pay for food, and people like to use the internet. But Thais, for example, don't really want to pay online. Generally, it's not yet part of the culture. And it's in other parts of the world, it's also not yet a part of the culture to pay for something online.
Do you have any business partner, or are you running this?
I'm running it myself. I'm running it myself.
The whole thing?
The whole thing. Well, sometimes I need work done, but I outsource it. I outsource the work online as well. So I believe in a new business model. Well, I'm not the only one doing this business model, but I mean it's a new emerging trend of a business model, which is don't need to hire employees. You just outsource work when you need that. You outsource it online to people you don't know. And how do you know they're trustworthy if you don't know them? Well, you have online reviews, you have online ratings, you have online feedback, forums, and this is how you find your workers or your suppliers. So when I need things done, I can just outsource it online. The very traditional model, even in an online business, you hire your own IT department, you buy your own server, you hire your own whatever to do the hosting, to create, you buy your own disk to upload your videos and etc. And you hire an IT person to maintain it. Now you can outsource it all online, and you can make a very good money-making business. You don't have to spend big capital or 1 million baht in business. You can set up your business so cheap just by outsourcing a lot of these things. Like for example, you don't have to buy your own server to store the videos and to beam to people. You can just open an account at Amazon Cloud Service for free, and for a few dollars a month, just for a few dollars a month, you can beam these videos all around the world in real time, real quick. Things like that.
It's much more cheaper.
It's cheaper, it's simpler. It's cheaper, it's simpler. You don't have the headache of having employees. You don't need a partner for what? Normally you get a partner for business because you need more investment. But when you open an online business, especially in the information field, you don't need big capital at all. You can set one up with the allowance that your parents are giving you. It's more than enough. You don't need to follow the very old business model where you work first for so long in a job, saving money so that you can set up a big, not even a shop, cost you 1 million baht. You don't have to do that anymore. Now you can set up a business for less than $1,000, less than 30,000 baht, maybe even less than 10,000 baht. You can set up your own business. You can make your marketing viral, and you can make your customers do the marketing for you for free.
So you mentioned that there's minimal employment involved, so that saves a lot of money. You also said the transaction was a little faster.
A lot faster, yeah. You can set up the business a lot faster as well.
Okay. Is there any other strength in particular or pros to this business? Perhaps less time consuming.
Well, that's the other thing. The great thing about having online business is I might work on it maybe 30 minutes a day. 30 minutes a day, because the business runs by itself. Again, I don't have to hire an accountant because I use the PayPal accounting system, which is all automated and linked up to my website. Basically, if you have an online business, it earns by itself, it runs by itself. You just once in a while, you manage the system, and the system runs the business. So you have so much free time. And another pro is the flexibility. Flexibility. If you hire employees and you want to change this, change that, if the skill set of your employee does not match your change, you can't just fire them, right? You can't just fire. In my case, it's so simple. I just changed to another freelance supplier who provides this new service, and I stopped hiring that other one who probably will service somebody else. There's so much more flexibility.
So, was there any obstacle or the difficulty running this business? Maybe at the first time.
Well, the biggest obstacle, of course, is finding your followers. Okay? Finding your first set of customers. Because the way this business works is once you have your first set of customers, if your product is really good, your customers will do the marketing for you. They share it online on their Facebook and etc. Share, reshare. They do all. But finding that first batch of customers is the most challenging. Yeah, first do the search optimization, tactics for search optimization. And once they find you, if your product is good, and if you make it, you make your product or your video or your content something that they want to share, then it starts to grow by itself.
How do you see your business in the future? Perhaps 5 years' time in the future?
I honestly don't know. I honestly didn't think, well, what I'm doing now is I'm expanding. Right now it's more of MBA students, right? But my challenge is that once they graduate from MBA, from bachelor, I make no more money from them. So I'm trying to create bigger customer lifetime value. Instead of them paying me for 4 years during college or 2 years during their MBA, I want them to pay me for their life. So what I'm doing is I'm creating a second service, and I already bought the domain name and I'm writing a book. It's called entrepreneurgasm.com. So once they're finished with their MBA, I now redirect them to my new website on entrepreneurship. So regardless of whether you're done with your MBA, but hopefully you can become a lifetime entrepreneur and constantly come back for me for entrepreneurial tips, entrepreneurial tactics, entrepreneurial strategies, entrepreneurial plans. And so they can become my lifetime members. But here's one thing you might want to think about. Again, my type of business is it's new, it's a new trend. We're not very traditional also in our thinking. So because we're not very traditional in our thinking, we don't do this kind of long-term 5-year plan, 10-year plan, 20-year plan that your strategic management professor wants you to do. That's not the way we work. And actually, very often that's not the way entrepreneurs work. Okay, that's how employees work, or that's how executives work. Entrepreneurs, a lot of us, we go by instinct. Very often, entrepreneurs, we go by instinct, we go by feel, we go by gut feel. And we go by where the opportunity takes us. We see an opportunity there, we do this. We see an opportunity there, we do that. Sometimes you just have to trust your instinct, trust your business acumen, we call it, and yeah, trust your entrepreneurial spirit to take you wherever it goes.